to my channel. And yes, it is Thursday and I am on here because I would like to start doing something called Therapy Thursdays with Cell. So I want to do Therapy Thursdays with Cell. Again, I'm not a therapist or anything like that. I am just, it's basically more of like advice with me and stuff like that. So every Thursday I want to kind of come on here and give like my advice or stuff like that. Just kind of like a sit-down session where you guys can vent to me down below. You guys can give me some suggestions. I do have a list already and stuff that I do want to already film, but definitely let me know down below. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I hit 1K.
I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie.
Let's get started. So today's topic, if I look down, is because I'm looking at my notes and I really don't want to make this extremely long. Okay, so welcome. Hope you have a glass of wine or something like that. Today we're going to be talking about like red flags in relationships. I've only ever been in one serious relationship and there was definitely a bunch of red flags, okay? So I want to like tell you my experiences with these red flags. I'm going to give my personal experiences in that relationship, those red flags, and then I'm just going to talk about other ones that may be relevant to you. I might have a list going here, not too sure, we'll see. Maybe some things we'll list down, but me personally, I've only ever been in one serious relationship, and one thing that was a very how do I put this into, how do I explain this? Basically, how do I say a person is unmotivated but motivated? So the individual wanted to do a lot in life but wasn't really doing it, and I had to do everything. So being unmotivated is definitely one thing that I just feel like it's a red flag. I feel like everyone should just have great motivation and actually working towards those motivations. So being unmotivated is one thing. Another thing in my kind of thing was drug abuse. So basically the individual smoked a lot of weed, and that really isn't Celissa Marie Perez. That's my whole government. It's really not me. So to me, it's not like once in a while, little kiki here, a little party there, a little Vegas trip, or you're on a trip somewhere, Vegas, Florida, California, you're in all these other places, fine, do it, whatever. But a cada rato que tú te like, que you have to have it, like you have to have it to be yourself, to me, that's not okay. So that's another thing. If they're too caught up in all that drug stuff and that's not part of your lifestyle, then no te meten eso. One more thing in like me personally, just when sex gets boring, that's definitely something that I experienced in that. So when that starts to get boring, I feel like it's kind of a red flag, just because if you're going to be with someone long term, that is definitely something that definitely needs to be up there. So yeah, okay, let's get started with everything else. A red flag for sure is when you're on a first date with someone and the guy starts talking like badly about an ex, or like an ex, a baby mother or something like that, starts calling them bitches, hoes, all of those things, because basically that's gonna, it reflects like what's gonna happen. What if that doesn't work out? He's gonna start calling you those things, and I feel like that's super disrespectful. One thing definitely, ladies, is look at how a man treats his mother, and that's how he's gonna treat you. I just believe in that. It's a very short period after that they're gonna start disrespecting you, and you deserve so much more than that. So don't ever let a man disrespect you, basically. So if they're talking badly about an ex or something, you're not too far off at that point. when they don't allow you to have your alone time and the relationship is moving way too quickly. Like, if you're living with anyone like this, snap of your fingers, that's not good. I feel like that's just them trying to take control of your life. And I'm just not for it. So if the relationship is moving too quickly and they're not allowing you to have a separate relationship with yourself, because you're definitely important, you are your own temple, you definitely need to have your own time. If they can't respect that and the relationship is moving too quickly, those are two separate things. I know, just córtalo. Okay. So when the individual doesn't allow you to do things the way that you want them, and they want to take kind of like full control of just being controlling, basically, that falls into that. Doesn't show you his appreciation, or this could be a girl, doesn't show you. I just know that my views are mostly women or whatever, but it goes either way. So I'm sorry that I'm saying like if he, because it's definitely something that could go both ways, but I know what my numbers look like and it's mostly women, so I do apologize, but I am speaking on both sexes. So when they don't appreciate you and they're not thankful for what all you do in this relationship and stuff like that, like at that point, you as a individual should know your own worth and all of that. And if they can't appreciate all of that, then why waste your time? I wouldn't. But that's just me, and it took a long time for me to realize my self-worth and stuff like that. That's definitely something I am going to talk about. Laziness is a red flag, because ain't nobody want to be with no lazy person at all. One thing that is like, I kind of feel like it's very big in my family. My family were very, very, very close. I think sometimes a little too close. But if we're in a family gathering and I cannot leave you alone and you can start mingling with my family, and that does not mean the first time you meet them, because obviously the first time you meet the family, you're not gonna just get up and start like talking to people. No, but like, you know, after a while, if they can't like be involved with the family, for me personally, that's definitely like a red flag, just because I'm a very big family person. And I guess that's why my cousin said it, because we're very family orientated. If they're aggressive or insensitive or not supportive of you and like what you're doing and stuff like that, like I can never be with someone that doesn't support my YouTube channel or doesn't support me like posting the stuff that I post, or being really active on like social media, in the sense of like taking pictures and posting them. Not that like I'm like I just woke up, like not that, but you know what I mean, like just supporting me and what I do and stuff like that. Has a superior complex, that's not okay. Thinks that he's better than everyone, that's not okay. If they talk over you, no. Unmotivated, not working. Because if I could wake up every morning and work and provide myself what I need to provide myself, then why can't you? Dismisses your feelings and turns arguments against you. Like basically you are feeling a type of way and you're like trying to speak to them and they're just very dismissive. Because if I'm gonna be with someone and if they're having a bad day, I want them to tell me, and I want to help them do better, and how can we better that situation and stuff like that. Like I just feel like I'm very supportive, and I feel like a lot of people know that about me. Like I support all my friends a little bit, like I not like a little bit too much, I like just support them so much and believe in them so much and stuff like that, and I'm always there for people. So I would have to be with someone that is just like that and helps me balance all of that, you know, that motorcycle knew. Lack of communication is such a big thing, and I feel like if you're not gonna be able to communicate with me, then that's a red flag. Did I say lying? Because lying is definitely like up there, but lying, and this is not in like any particular order or anything like that. if a guy's only hanging out with you around a certain time of day, or the individual is only hanging out with you at a certain time of day and stuff like that, like, honey, if he's hitting you up, I keep saying he, I don't know why, but if they're hitting you up at 10 o'clock at night, he doesn't really care about you. And no. Gaslighting, hiding their phones. I feel like we live in a world where social media and all this stuff is such a big thing. Me personally, my thing with phones and all of this stuff is maybe very different than somebody else. I have to be with someone that I completely trust, and I know that they're not gonna hide shit on their phone, right? Because I'm not gonna be that girl that's going through somebody else's phone. You see, I'm not about to step down to that level. Like, if the thought of me having to go through your phone is a thought, then we really need to rediscuss this whole thing. Like, the whole thing. I just, you know? And it's not because I hide stuff in my phone, because I definitely do not. But I feel like that's just a respect. Our phones are our personal diaries. You know, I don't know. Like, I'm not for that. If the individual that you're talking to or in a relationship with does not talk about their kid, if they have one, doesn't bring them up, doesn't really care to talk about their child, doesn't involve their child in their day-to-day life, that's a problem. Because what does that mean if you were to have a child with that person and y'all were not to work out? You know what I mean? Then he already showed you how he is. If he doesn't respond to one kid, he ain't gonna respond to no kid that you have together. I'm sorry, you have to be very open to that stuff. Yes, there's men that change, but if he doesn't take care of his first kid, what is there to say about the next one? You know what I mean? Like, if you have a kid, not that you don't have to bring your kid around anybody until you feel comfortable, but let it be known. Like, don't hide your kid from nobody, because your kid is a blessing. Now, the next thing is, because I asked Instagram to give me some of their red flags, and someone put OnlyFans page, and then I asked the individual if they meant like the girl having an account. Now, I feel like if the girl or guy started it after the relationship, that's kind of a red flag, unless they spoke about it together and they were like, I'm gonna do this, whatever, and they created some type of boundaries for that, then okay. Now, let's say a girl has it before the relationship and she made it aware, and the guy kept talking to her, but she made it aware and then it became an issue after the relationship, then that's the person's fault. Like, because you got into it, because the individual told you, like, hey, I have this is what I'm doing, these are the types of things that I'm showing. I'm not showing like my nips, I'm not showing the kitty cat, like, I'm not showing that, but I want you to know that I have it, and it is up to you if you want to continue this. And then you make her your girl, that is on you. That decision was on you. So I feel like if you want to make your own money on the side, we live in a world where things are very expensive. To get our nails done alone could cost you like $60, probably more. So if you want to be independent and make your own money, listen, girl, do your own thing. I respect it. So I don't know if I really see it as like a red flag, but if she then, let's say, and I'm saying she because there's a lot more women that I know that are on OnlyFans, if she then starts showing her goods, like showing the nips, showing the kitty cat, then that becomes an issue. But I feel like that's more of like a private issue. Again, that is just me and my personal opinion, so don't come at me for that, please. But yeah, these are just some of like many more red flags. Like, I feel like I can make a whole nother video, so if you guys want to see a part 2 of red flags, let me know. But for the, like, I think I kind of took care of like the important ones. So down below, let me know, what are your top 3 red flags? Your top 3. What are your top 3s? Whether they were in this video or they weren't, whatever. Let me know down below, and I will reply to every single comment because I'm just that one. Alyssa does that. But turulits, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, like that you get notified every single time I post, which is now twice a week. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.